Hi guys, welcome back to Food for Thought. Carrie here. So my younger brother-in-law Cheyenne has decided to go to college and he's going into his last year of high school. So in honor of him, I've decided to make a video as a word of advice to high school seniors and college freshmen. These are just a few observations I've made over the years that I've been in college, and I thought I'd share them with you. Number one, it's a lot of hard work. When you decide on a major, the degree does not just fall into your lap. You do not automatically get good grades. I know, I was really disappointed. And high school does not prepare you for college. It really doesn't. When you go to college, you don't get the same class 5 days a week, same time. What I've noticed is you sign up for a class and then sometimes it's 2 days a week, sometimes 3 days a week, and sometimes you even have classes on the weekends depending on what class it is. And it's a lot more work. Like for each credit the class is worth, be willing to spend an hour outside of class studying and doing homework. That's how hard it is. Do not be afraid to ask for help. You know, they'll talk about a tutoring center and a help center. You know, there are those little people sitting up there in the tutoring center. They get paid to sit up there. Do not be afraid to go up there and ask for help. That's why they're there. They are volunteering their time to get paid to help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Moving on. Oh, before we move on, I forgot one last point. Don't procrastinate. Don't put off homework, because that is how you fail. Don't think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow night. I'll go out and party with my friends, and then I'll do homework when I get home. So I can guarantee you it's not going to happen. I know. I was there. Anyways, now we're moving on. It's okay to switch majors multiple times before you decide what you want to do. Personal experience, I've switched majors at least 7 or 8 times before I finally decided on culinary arts. And I also know someone who didn't decide on a major until they were 30, and now they're teaching 4th graders in the Midwest. So, it's okay. It's okay to not know what you want to go into at first. The advisor who says you have to decide, they'll get over it. Number 3, there will always be that one professor that you just can't stand. You know, the professor that stands up in the front of the classroom and drones like an old 80s vacuum cleaner. Or the one who's eccentric, who will start out really quiet and then shout really, really loud. Or the professor who will start off on his outline on a subject and then he'll go off into this tangent. He'll start off talking about World War II. And then before you know it, he'll be talking about his wife and kids at home and this, that, and the other thing. And he's hard to follow. There will always be that one professor that you don't like, and when it comes to situations like that, you have to pick your poison. Either see if you can have the class taken with a different professor, because sometimes that's a possibility, or if not, you can either drop the course or keep going if you think your GPA can take it. Either way, you need to talk to an advisor. That's why they're there. Use the resources available at your university or your college, whichever one. Moving on. Get involved on campus. The people you meet on campus will become important connections for you. Little side note, the people who you didn't really like in high school, once you get to college, they aren't really that bad of people. College is kind of the place where you grow up a little bit and you mature into these people that you never thought you would become. I made a lot of friends in college because people changed their viewpoints so much. I don't know. Getting involved on campus also gives you the necessary skills to find a job in your field. Like, where I go, Black Hawk Tech, in culinary arts, they have the Epicurean Club. It's the club for culinary arts. And you become friends with people there. And there's also another program called the Certificate of Career and Professional Development. And you attend these workshops and these etiquette luncheons, and you develop connections with people. And these connections, oh, I know this person. I know this company that's hiring. Would you like a job there? And you'll find that when you go to college, they'll also have you do like internships. My program, I have to do an externship at a restaurant, and for those going in the healthcare field, they'll have you do clinicals, and if it goes successful, you'll be offered a full-time position there. And when you look online at jobs and they'll say needed 4 to 6 years of prior experience, well, that's where that prior experience comes from, is in internships, externships, and clinicals. So, getting involved on campus can be really, really helpful. Number 5, be prepared to encounter things that go against your values. There will be people of different religions, different cultures, and they'll say things and do things that would normally go against what you believe in. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded, so I can't really think of anything that would really go against what I believe. I'm pretty considerate of what other people think. But, either way, don't be ignorant. Don't just shut your mind off completely to the idea that they believe in something that you don't. Open your mind a little bit. And the important thing to remember that what may be considered true for you may not be considered true for someone else. College is the perfect place to become open-minded and to consider different possibilities of the way life might be lived for someone else. Just something to consider. Number 6, and probably the last one, the hard work does pay off. Don't give up. You just gotta follow your gut. If you think you're going down the wrong path, pick a different one. It all works out in the end. But don't forget to take your schoolwork seriously. It's taken me a really long time to realize that I am paying for my education. I have to pay the government back $30,000, maybe more. By the time I'm done, it'll be more than $30,000. And I've got to stop fooling around and procrastinating and skipping class, because that's where you get in trouble, is where you don't care. The general education classes like math, science, reading, once you get past those, and once you get to the courses that you really care about, that's where it gets easy. But it's right at the beginning where you have to take all those stupid classes that have nothing to do with your major. That's where it's hard, and that's where you really have to stick to your guns. And just keep going. Day in and day out, just keep sticking to it. It will get better. I promise you. The rewarding feeling that you get when you see all those A's on that report card is the most amazing feeling in the world. So I wish you luck, and it's gonna be fun. It may or may not suck, depending. But you're going to love it. Look forward to seeing you in college, Cheyenne. Good luck.